Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
BBC News World.
September 27, 5:13 America, New York. Children removed from Jewish sect's jungle compound in Mexico. It follows a months-long surveillance operation against the extremist Lev Tahor group in Mexico.
New York Times World News.
September 27, 5:02 America, New York. Turkish author Temelkuran sees a contested U.S. election through the lens of an attempted coup. Temelkuran, a Turkish author, sees parallels between Donald Trump's claims of election theft and the 2016 attempt to depose Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The Turkish president Recep Tayyip Erdogan cracked down on dissent after a failed coup attempt in 2016.
New York Times World News.
September 27, 5:02 America, New York. Democracy under siege from autocrats, social media and its own failures. Authoritarianism is on the rise, even in Europe, and the New World Disorder is messier than a simple fight between democracies and autocracies. Moscow's Red Square earlier this month as the city celebrated its 875th anniversary.
Washington Post World.
September 27, 4:55 America, New York. Czechs to renew border checks amid new migrant wave. The Czech government has decided to renew checks at its border with Slovakia amid a new wave of migration.
Mirror World News.
September 27, 4:52 America, New York. Brits share stunning Jupiter photos after planet's closest approach to Earth for decades. Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, made its closest pass to Earth since 1963 last night, with several stargazers heading outside to catch a glimpse of it.
BBC News World.
September 27, 4:50 America, New York. Shinzo Abe. A divided Japan bids farewell to its slain ex-PM. Protesters marched against a state funeral for Abe even as local and global leaders gathered to honor him.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
September 27, 4:45 America, New York. Exclusive, $20 billion payday. Biden's border surge sends smuggling prices soaring. The migrant smuggling economy at the U.S.-Mexico border now tops $20 billion and the cartels have made at least $2.6 billion in profit over the past 12 months just from controlling the routes illegal immigrants use, according to a Washington Times analysis.
Washington Post World. September 27, 4:03 America, New York. Kenyan lawyer in ICC case linked to new president found dead. Police say a Kenyan lawyer facing charges at the International Criminal Court of bribing and threatening prosecution witnesses in a past ICC case against Kenya's recently elected president has been found dead.
Mirror World News.
September 27, 4:00 America, New York. Personal trainer left half-blind after bacterial infection from dirty makeup bag. Laura Hawkins, from Bristol, was traveling across Australia when she reached into her bag to fish out her contact lenses. Little did she know the excruciating pain she was about to go through as her trip across the land down under was ruined. The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
September 27, 3:53 America, New York. Live updates. Russia-Ukraine war. Kyiv, Ukraine. A planned speech later this week by Russian President Vladimir Putin may see him declare 4 occupied territories of Ukraine parts of Russia, the British military said Tuesday.
Fox World News.
September 27, 3:52 America, New York. VP Kamala Harris attends former Japanese PM Shinzo Abe's state funeral in Tokyo. Vice President Kamala Harris attended the Tokyo funeral of late Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on Tuesday, along with Australian PM Anthony Albanese and Indian PM Narendra Modi.
Washington Post World.
September 27, 3:46 America, New York. Kurdish militants attack Turkish police, kill themselves. Turkey's interior minister says 2 suspected Kurdish militants opened fire on police in southern Turkey and later killed themselves by detonating bombs.
Mirror World News.
September 27, 3:09 America, New York. Mom of 3 children killed in their home says, "Every day is getting harder." Twins Christy and Chelsea Colley, 8, and their older sister Lisa Cash, 18, died during an incident at their home, and her devastated mom says life will never be the same.
New York Times World News.
September 27, 3:00 America, New York. A new shot guards against HIV, but access for Africans is uncertain. An injection every 2 months rather than a daily pill could shield many more women from the virus, but it is unavailable in places that need it most. Victoria Makanduli, Center, a volunteer with the Treatment Action Campaign, hopes injectable PrEP will soon be available in Soweto, South Africa.
BBC News World.
September 27, 211 America, New York, Gujarat. Cows let loose in India government buildings in protest. Gujarat charitable trusts set free thousands of cows to protest against the lack of government aid.
Fox World News.
September 27, 2 o'clock America, New York. Biden skipping Shinzo Abe funeral works, in favor for China, Japanese commentator says. President Biden's failure to attend Shinzo Abe's state funeral in Japan sends a message of frailty to China, Japanese commentator Yoko Ishii told Fox News. World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News. September 27, 1:44 America, New York. World leaders gather for state funeral of assassinated former Japanese PM. Leaders from across the world have gathered for the state funeral of Japan's assassinated former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Shinzo Abe.
The Washington Times stories. Advocacy.
September 27, 008 America, New York. Hurricane Ian makes landfall in Cuba en route to Florida. A strengthening Hurricane Ian's rain and winds lashed Cuba's western tip, where authorities have evacuated 50,000 people, as it became a major Category 3 storm early Tuesday and roared on a path that could see it hit Florida's west coast as a Category 4 hurricane.